Welcome to Total Meltdown, Pwn.com's official podcast. This is episode 17, and I'm your host, G Nitro. Well, as everybody knows, Mo took her leave from the program in the last episode, unfortunately. So we wish her well in her future endeavors. But I have brought in two of Pwn.com's most established members as my new co-hosts. So I'd like you all to meet Church and Quiglin.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Hey, what's up, Nitro? What's up, Church?
Oh, not bad. How about you two?
Hey, it's another night.
It is another night.
So I know everybody's met Church already, but still, Church, why don't you do a brief overview of who you are and all that?
Brief overview of myself is I go by the name of Church in Pwn.com. Pretty much, I am a PC gamer. I own a 360 and a PS3, but lately I've been mostly on my 360 because I'm waiting for my new PC to arrive right now. Let's see, mostly a RPG / MMO fighting game, puzzle games, whatnot type of player. So, well, yeah, that's pretty much about it right there. So,
How about you, Quiglin?
Yeah, I'm on Pwned. I'm Quiglin. I'm just started to be a writer on the site, so that's pretty exciting. I have a Wii and a DS and a PC, and mostly I play either MMOs or shooters, pretty much, or like RPGs too.
Nice.
That's about it.
I guess we're all RPG fans.
well,
What's not to love?
I almost forgot that I'm a RTS fan too. So,
Yeah, you're not going to get me into that game, insane.
no.
I don't have that patience.
You mean finger dexterity?
Yeah. Hey, I have finger dexterity. I'm not called hentai finger on Guzex for nothing.
Oh,
I don't even know where to start with that.
No, I don't either.
It's because they all know I play hentai games, but I always seem to get first in line when new releases jump up. So
Holding back.
It's hard.
all right. So as everybody knows, Mo did leave, but
Sad.
she's still
That was
around the
sad.
site. She just didn't have time for the show. So
We miss you, Mo.
Quig and Church are her new replacements. They'll be here every week, hopefully. If not, one of the two will be here.
Just remember, it takes two of us to replace her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I told her. Make her feel better. Love you, Mo.
We love you, Mo.
So I had a couple feedback items from that. One's from Geomoose. Is actually a guy I've met from Guzex at one of the meetups last year. I actually went to a couple. He basically says he finds himself saddened by the news that Mo will be leaving the show. I've really enjoyed the rapport that has become between G Nitro and Mo and their friendly banter. Keep up the great work, G Nitro, as I look forward to the upcoming podcast. And Mo, well, I hope your endeavors allow time to sneak back into Total Meltdown every so often, because I'm going to miss you calling out Nitro and sticking up for Oblivion. Yeah, my hatred for Oblivion.
Yeah, everyone knows about your hatred to that game. I mean, it's not a bad game. Come
And
on.
now
but-
it's Fallout 3. But
Oh.
we'll get on that later. The only other thing we got back from, is from Shockman. He writes again this week and says, "Great episode. Too bad about Mo, but I respect her decision. She's a friend, so I can't be hard on her." He says some of his highlights are Hello Kitty vibrators for $100 and Hello Kitty Ver. Says
She sure loves her Hello Kitty.
And he says, for some, their favorite part of Pwned is the shout box, but he actually says his is the podcast. He says he's looking forward to church. This is before I asked Quig to join. And he says, keep up the good work.
I'll try to anyway. It's hard to replace Mo, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's hard to go from a really sexy co-host to you two.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Oh, come on. I mean, look at me. With this beard?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, it's not going to work for him. Sorry.
And
you just don't have the body.
Asian girls, not Asian guys. Sorry, man.
I know, Mike. I know. No offense right there. So I already know.
Oh,
So no questions this week. I'm kind of shocked.
that's right, folks. I mean, you should jump on that. Head over to the forums and send us a question. There's got to be something you want to know about us.
Yeah, definitely. We'll read almost anything you ask.
And we'll
So,
try to answer almost everything you ask.
so, all right, we're gonna get right into the Pwn news now. As you two probably have seen, the adult shoutbox is no more.
Yes.
You can thank the audio video chat box for that. Basically, that's become the new no rules but no nudity and no racism. So everybody's flocked to there that used to spam the adult box.
You know, the funny thing about the adult box was that, deep down, once you started asking people to behave, then they just behaved, and then no one needed the adult shop box anyway.
Yeah, I always thought that was funny. As soon as we got it up, everybody was behaving themselves. Ugh.
I thought it was, yeah, thought it was really really funny. But then afterwards, like people would just go to the adult box and say something random and then go right back out, or they just needed to vent or something like that. They just spam away on there. So it's just stupid.
Yeah, Mew was definitely one that liked to spam.
Mm.
But I love you, Mew. I swear.
I love you, Mew.
So that's no more. The next thing is, as I mentioned on the last episode, we have the Pwn, Goozex, and Cheap Ass Gamer meet here in Maryland coming up. It's the 7th that's been held in the area. It started on Cheap Ass Gamer for those who don't know. Eventually moved over to include the Goozex guys, and now I'm bringing it in to include Pwn members. So if you guys are listening and you're within driving distance to the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area, we'll be at Dave & Buster's at White Flint Mall in North Bethesda, Maryland. You can check it out on the calendar under DC Meetup, and it has all the directions and information there. Amongst the 3 sites, we're looking to have probably up to 20 to 25 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does 10 hours count as driving distance?
If you want to do it, I wouldn't suggest it for only a 3 to 4 hour meet.
Yeah, I know, right?
So that is next Saturday, or this Saturday actually. Definitely got to come out if you're in the area. It's always a lot of fun. Plus, people bring their games and other video game related accessories and items, and trades and sales go on as well. That's how I got my Final Fantasy Advent Children figure from one of the monsters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, which one did you get?
I don't know its name. I couldn't tell you.
It's so awesome, I don't even remember it.
It was the guy Tiny who was leaving for Canada at the last one. It was kind of his going away thing. He brought a bunch of stuff just for people to take, and I
Oh,
grabbed.
that's cool.
Yeah. So hope to see some people out there. I saw a couple Pwn members already confirmed.
Nice.
And the final thing, there's a new contest on Pwn.com. It's a contest where you can win a 12-pack of Mana Potion. I'm guessing that's the WoW drink.
Well, the mana potion has always been around. I mean, it started all the way back to, you can say, Zelda.
No, but didn't it come out with... Like, it's made specifically to look like the WoW mana, isn't it?
Well, hold on, let me take a look at it. I think I looked at the bottle, but
Oh,
it it does look like it. But I know there was another bottle from another website that looks exactly like the bottle that they use from WoW. So, but it's really similar to like most
Blue
of the
Blood
MMO
Elf.
games. What's that?
It does look like a Blood Elf in blue on the contest banner.
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah.
never had this stuff. I've heard some people say it's not bad. I've heard some people say it's disgusting. I don't know if you guys have tried the mana.
no, one time I tried like the monster thing, and that was really pretty horrible. So I avoid those now.
Oh yeah, those energy drinks are just. I don't know how people can stand those.
Mountain Dew Amp is good. It tastes like Mountain Dew though.
Does it?
Well, the new one, they have the new orange flavor, which is like their orange soda.
Oh, I
Oh,
love that.
it's so good.
Okay, I might have to try that now. Might
I
have to
love me
try it
some orange
tomorrow.
soda. But I'm willing to try anything. Like I got this pack of gum from Korea called xylitol. It sounds like it's a freaking medicine, not a gum. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see.
Try it now.
Hmm. It's all stale like those old bubblegum card packs.
Nice.
Oh,
That was
so
good.
Mmm. No flavor to it. It's like a very light mint.
and how long has that's been sitting in your house, or did you just get it?
I have no idea. It came in some old Korean CD package.
And how long ago was that?
2, 3 years ago.
Oh dear God! Of course it's gonna taste like that.
Never been opened though.
You probably have to look at the back of the CD case. It probably says produced in like 1994.
0 calories though.
Well, I'd be surprised if there's anything on there now.
There you go. If any of you listeners has something interesting you want us to try, send it my way. If it's like a soft drink that's only made in your area, especially like cheer wine. If you're from Carolina, send me some cheer wine.
Well, I'll send you some Fago. How about that?
I'll try it. I've heard of
Uh-huh.
something called cactus something. It's in
Oh
Cal-
yeah.
They're talking about it on the Geek Box all the time. I
Oh,
can't think of the name of it right now. Cactus juice.
yeah, I can't think of it either.
Um, so definitely, you just gotta send me some stuff. If you send enough, I'll send some to Quig and Church each. We'll all try it on the show. Hey, liquor too. If you're old enough to send it, I'm old enough to receive it. I'll try a lot of different beers too. Beers especially. I get a 12 pack in every month, so
Do you really?
yeah, it's a microbrew club.
Ooh, nice.
From what? From Duclaw?
No, I wish it was Duclaw. No, it's just it's this microbrew club where they send you breweries from 2 different breweries, 2 beers from those breweries, 3 bottles each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like $32 a month, but it gives me stuff normally that I can't get here. Every once in a while, I get Maryland beer, and I'm like, no, I just paid $32 for this. Fuck!
Oh,
I was like,
Uh,
it's $8 at the store.
Recently, I just discovered a Magic Hat.
oh
That's
yeah.
Magic
I've
Hat's
been
very
drink,
good.
yeah, I've been drinking that. So I mean, that's pretty much replaced the beer that I normally drink. But if they don't have like some restaurants around here would have Magic Hat. If they don't, then I'll just have a Bud Light because they
Oh,
don't have anything
oh,
good.
Oh, dude, you're
Mm.
settling. You can't do that.
oh.
What's
That's
that?
awful.
Dude, the lowest I go is Sam Adams,
Yep.
and a step up from Sam Adams for me is Blue Moon, just because I like Belgian whites.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't taste as good since Coors bought them. But oh, that
Oh.
gum is horrible. I need something to drink.
It's like the whole Bud Light Miller Lite thing. It's like doesn't matter who wins the argument because you both lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
At least Bud Light has better commercials.
That's true. They do.
But none beat Miller High Life. High Life!
High life.
I love that guy.
Did you guys watch that whole thing of all the clips?
No, I
Uh,
haven't. No,
I didn't
Oh.
watch them all.
That was great.
no, because I was watching something
He
else.
was
So.
painting a can like that guy who used to paint the trees. He's like, happy can. It's freaking great.
Uh,
So, um, next up is the game nights. We had our Halo 3 night last night, and
people still play that?
yeah, surprisingly. I hate Halo 3 online, but I enjoy it when I'm on Pwn nights. Probably because I'm in charge and I get to make it anything I want. And they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck am I playing? The best is when I was like, I gave them battle rifles. Or no, I gave him regular guns, a random secondary weapon, and it all grav hammers on the map.
Yeah, no, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, whatever.
So people were running around and there's grav hammers everywhere from people dying. It's just like the whole map is now littered with grav hammers. I was like, man, I should have made that the primary and secondary weapon as well.
Oh God.
All you saw was people flying all the way around, and me and Nigel, I think we both were in the air, and he killed me like mid-air.
Dude, that was funny. Dude, I was dying when I made that kill. We were like midair. It looked like I was swinging for a batter. I was like, wham! I was like, holy shit, home run!
Oh.
And then the last match is the one I call Ballin', which is basically shotguns only. Your grenades constantly regenerate, and you have no shields or radar. And you bump it up to 50 kills to win. It's freaking chaos. And by the end of the match, I was just chucking grenades where everybody was fighting and getting kills. Because they kept regenerating, so I'm just chucking every type of grenade one by one. And all you see is I killed this person, and all I hear is, would you stop fucking throwing those fucking grenades?
Good times.
Yeah, I love explosive weapons. As people know from COD4, my noob tube.
Yeah.
Well, the next 360 night is this coming weekend at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 p.m. Pacific. It's Gears of War 2. Usually, I put it down for an hour, but we usually take an hour and a half to 2 hours. So, because Gears 2 matches can either be really quick or very long. So,
Really? I haven't played a Gears 2 night yet, but I will be there this upcoming weekend though, because that's all I've been playing is trying to beat the game on single player. So
well, hit me up. I still need to go through co-op. So,
do you really?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, whenever you have time or whatnot, we'll definitely have to do
I
that.
always have time.
Okay, then whenever I have time, then.
Hey, Nitro, who ended up winning the Halo 3 night?
Oh, Matrix as always.
Ah.
Matrix is, if he shows up, he wins. I mean, it's so sad. I'm actually thinking because between Matrix and Monkey D. Luffy from the COD4 and from the few World at War nights we played before I got rid of that game, he always won those. So I'm thinking of putting a bounty out on him. And I mentioned this during the night last night. I'm putting a bounty out on him where I'm going to have it all Halo 3 and COD4 nights for the whole month. Coordinate it where those two can show up. And if somebody beats them, they'll get 1,000 points instead of 500.
Wow.
But if they win, at the end of the month, they'll get an extra 1,000 points. On top of the 500 they get every week for winning. I want to create some competition. I want somebody to come in and basically challenge them because they're winning by like hundreds of points ahead of second place.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're really, really good, so you can't deny them on that.
And not like I don't hate them, but I just want to see if people will step up to the challenge. That's all. Or see if those guys will use it as extra motivation to destroy us even worse.
Went by 300.
Yeah. Basically. So, well, Church, you brought up that you've been playing some Gears of War 2, so we'll go right into what we're playing. Church, if you want to go first.
Okay, fine. All right. But yeah, I've been playing some Gears of War 2 because I bought the game, mainly for the game night, because I played Gears of War 1 before, couldn't really get into it and whatnot. My friend said it was a short storyline and blah, 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 so I never really played it, but I picked up Gears 2 and actually really enjoying it and just looking forward for the game night for that one. I'm also recently they sent it to me to GameFly is Fear 2.
How is
so
it?
I'm playing. That little girl freaks me out a lot. Every room that I go in there, I constantly looks around to see if that little girl's gonna be right there, standing right behind me or not. Like within the first 5 to 10 minutes, like I'm in this one area. Like I think I made the wrong turn, went the wrong way. I turned around, she was right there. I literally jumped off my seat, and my heart started pounding. I paused the game. I was like, okay. I hate that little girl, but no, it's a good game. It's almost like it definitely picks up from where Fear One left off.
I
So
never played Fear 1, so I'm
Yeah.
wondering, do I have to play it to get into Fear
no,
2?
no, you don't. I don't think so. You can. I think you can pick up Fear Two, and not knowing what really happened. I mean, I think. Well, if you want to know some of the backstories of it, then yeah, then yeah, you would have to play Fear One. But in my opinion, not really. You can pick it up and go
Now,
along
is this
the way.
creepier than the first one, or?
Yeah, you can. Well, not really. It's pretty much the same. I mean, it can be a little creepy. I haven't really played that much into it though. But right now, I'm in the part where I'm trying to find survivors in the hospital area. So I don't have a weapon, so I'm just wandering around, and that's what freaks me out because I'm in a one corridor where it's all black. Have my flashlight. I'm like, oh man, this little girl's gonna pop up out of nowhere.
So the
So
girl is bad.
well, yeah, the girl's evil, and I just don't want to see her because the way that her expression is just evil, just pure evil. And like every single time I see her, I just want to jump off my seat and just start running somewhere.
Fair enough.
Interesting. And you're
But
still playing WoW as always?
yeah, of course, I'm playing World of Warcraft with the new expansion, Wrath of the Lich
Are
King.
you at
So
80?
yeah, I have one of my characters at 80. I'm working on my hunter to get to 80, and then after that, I'm going to have my Death Knight at 80. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm a wild addict. So what can you say?
Yeah, I never got into that one. Tried, and you know I tried.
I tried to help you as much as I could too. So
No, and just I couldn't get into it. I finally gave up. But Quig, what about you? What have you been up to in the
Well,
game world?
I would say like, I don't like games like WoW, but actually I play Lord of the Rings Online, which is basically WoW with the Fellowship story. Um,
And
but I
get
really like it. It's more PvE than PvP, so that's more in line with what I like. On top of that, I've been playing some Team Fortress 2, which I mean, hopefully the scout update will be coming out soon, so that's one thing I'm definitely getting excited for. And lastly, I've been playing Rock Band 2 on the Wii.
oh, on the Wii. Boo.
It's the same.
boo.
It's basically the same thing, except the graphics are downgraded. That's it.
And it's harder to download songs.
I have no trouble doing it.
Really?
No, I haven't. Not once. I've downloaded a few songs. Never trouble. I just move over to the SD card. Everything's fine.
Did you buy the official Rock Band SD card?
No, no. That's marketing ploy, and no.
Yeah, I need to pick up Rock Band 2 again. I put it down for a while, tried to play Guitar Hero World Tour, and I don't find Guitar Hero World Tour as much fun.
No, it really isn't.
I feel like I'm just forced to play every set list instead of it doing random sometimes and stuff like that. I don't know. Rock Band 2 is definitely a better game, and I like the fact they're not bringing out Rock Band 3 this year.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
are they?
actually that was a really good move on their part.
Yeah, because Rock Band 2 isn't really a sequel. It's like Rock Band 2.0. So,
Yeah.
um, well, I've been playing a couple 360 titles mostly. I've been playing Oni Chanbara Bikini Samurai Squad. Um, for those who don't know, Oni Chanbara is originally a PS2 series that came out in Japan from the same publisher, D3, as budget titles. They came out at like $25 US dollars, about that equivalent in yen. And I think within the first year of the 360 being in Japan, this game actually came out. and they finally brought it over here along with the Wii title, which is Onichambara Bikini Zombie Slayers.
So, do they need to be wearing bikinis or to slay zombies?
Okay, um, the premise is you're Aya and her younger sister Saki, and you have this special blood type called, I think it's Wolfbane or Bane Blood. It's called Bane Blood, and you fight zombies. And while you fight them, as you're killing them, there's a couple cool features. As you keep killing them, you have a rage meter that the bloodier your character gets, this meter fills up, and when you get like really bloody from slashing all these things, you go into like this rage mode. And while your health goes down, you're like 3 times as strong. Um, but you take these goddess statue things, and it like cleanses your body.
Hmm.
Also, while you're fighting, your sword gets bloody as well. So when you hit the left button, I believe it's the left button, slash your sword real quick, and it shakes all the blood off. So it adds a hint of strategy to it. It's basically a hack and slash game, but it's extremely fun.
Nice.
It's fan service. I mean, the main girl's in a bikini, her younger
Right.
sister's in a schoolgirl outfit,
Hmm.
and there's even, as you go through, you unlock stuff like clothing and stuff. You can play this little dress up mode and then go into the game dressed that way. So it's full fan service, but they do it very well. I'm stuck right now at a motorcycle thing that's a pain in the ass. There's like these demon dogs running next to you, and they kill me every time. And every fat guy says, just keep driving. And I'm like, I can't keep driving. They keep killing me. But there's ways to shake them off and stuff, but I haven't really sat down with the patience to do it yet.
You need like a chain, like in Road Rash.
Yeah. That would be awesome. But you can
I'll-
slice with the sword, but it's just a pain to hit them sometimes. The other thing I've been playing was the other game I was talking about a lot last week, or not last week, last episode, and along with the Game Topius episode I was on before, is Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, which is
How is that?
Dude, it's 49 games for $30, dating back to Genesis and Master System, and it has almost everything. It's only missing
No.
Toe Jam and Earl, and that's about the only
Yeah.
series I really wanted. But playing Sonic again was great. Streets of Rage 1 through 3.
Nice.
The best thing about it, it has Phantasy Star 1 through 4, Shining Force 1 and 2. That's worth the money right there alone.
Well, I mean,
No,
that's like hundreds upon hundreds of hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Now, is the graphics like somewhat updated or no? Or is
Well,
it
they pretty
much
much
so
left the graphics the same. They did make it to where you could do it full screen, and then you choose to smooth it out, which is basically like they took kind of like a blur tool, but it does make it look decent enough on like my 56-inch TV, and it looks good. It doesn't look like it's trying to make it stretch out a lot. It definitely is scaled to fit my widescreen.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
I like it,
Yeah.
but it still looks like the old game, just on a larger screen, without the whole stretched out feel if you hooked up like a Genesis now. So
Awesome.
they
It's
did
like
a
a
good job
must-buy.
on it. Yeah, they did a good job on it. The only problem I have, and this is also something I have a problem with on Onichambara, there's no online co-op. I think nowadays Onichambara I can cut them some kind of break because it was made in Japan before co-op really got big, and they kind of just translated it and brought it over. And when I mean they translated Onichambara, they basically subtitled it and brought it over. Like all the voices are still in Japanese. But with Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, they've been working on this for a bit. You telling me you couldn't put Sonic 2 with Tails as a co-op, or Streets of Rage as a co-op game online? It's just some of the games should be online, and I didn't think it would take that much to do. Even if it means pushing the game back a bit, it's not like you're not going to sell a game like this.
Would you have paid full price for it then if it had that?
I might have paid another $10. I wouldn't pay 60.
Oh no, not 60. There's no way.
It's just like Oni Chambara came out for 40. Oni Chambara came out for 40. It knows it's a budget type title, and it sets itself as one. Same with Sonic. It was $30. For 40, I would have paid if it gave me the co-op, but it just seems like they skimped a lot. Like the artwork parts of Sonic is just basically they show you the cover art and the cartridge art, which is always the same. So you're looking at going, what the hell is this shit? There's no concept art. There's no like inside the manual art. It's just that, and it's kind of weak. It seems like
That
they
is really weak.
skimped on it just to try to get this game out as fast as possible. So, and it was obvious they used Sonic's name to make sales.
Well, yeah.
Can't fault them for that though.
No.
Well, before we go into the topic of the week discussion, I do want to say, who's playing Street Fighter 4?
I will. I'm probably going to pick it up sometime this upcoming weekend, so because I'm going to be way too busy for work and whatnot to pick it up. So
Sadly, I won't be because I don't have a platform to play it on, and I'm basically just a button masher anyway.
you're one of those people.
Yeah, the last game I actually learned how to play and as a fighter was Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast,
Nice. I love that game.
which was awesome.
Soul Calibur is like my favorite fighting game series, except for 3. Hell, I like
Or-
Soul Blade, the first one.
Yeah, Soul Blade was a good game. Remember Bushido Blade?
Yeah, it was fun when you had friend over, but playing it by yourself, those games was frustrating.
Yeah, it was. Especially when they kill you like instantly, like as soon as the battle started. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah, that was bad. Bushido Blade 2 improved, but it just didn't make it good
No.
enough. I might pick it up. I don't know which system for yet because, as I always say, PS3 is the better fighting controller. 360 has more of my friends playing online.
You know, I think I'm actually finding myself picking up for both. So
Wow.
I have it reserved, the collector's edition for the 360, but I probably pick it up for the PS3 also.
The
So
collector's edition for both.
no, just the regular for PS3.
Yeah, I want the 360 collector's edition because it's got Crimson Viper's figure. But I don't like the fact that that disc is made only for 360.
Yeah,
You know, it's funny that people like Church who are buying it on both systems are the reason why companies are never going to go for the one system future.
I hope they never do.
Well, I hope they don't either. But if for people who make that argument for it, I mean, they're just going to look at, this person's buying it on two systems. That's $260. Why would we want to go to one console?
well, you're looking at different. Well, because then you're looking at different companies trying to make it for different games, especially for like the exclusive titles and whatnot. You know, that's why I have mainly I have a PS3 because I'm waiting for a couple titles to come out for it. So the 360 I mainly got it because I know most of my friends have it for online use or whatnot, or for like Xbox Live and whatnot. So that's why I mostly got the 364. I mean, if you heard my interview, you pretty much heard me saying that. Well, Mike said that I hate it. I don't really hate it. I just
Yeah, you did. You used to hate it.
yeah. Oh, I know. I hated it for the life. I just plainly refused to buy it. Then I was like, you know what? I'll get it. Join the game nights and on Pwn and see where it goes. And now I'm looking at 4 titles that I'm mainly playing right now. Actually, 2 that I mostly play every day. But
Yeah, so actually, I want to ask that before we get into the topics. Quig, why don't you have a 360 or a PS3?
Honestly, it's when my girlfriend and I moved down here, down to Cincinnati from Chicago. Basically, it costs a lot more than I had anticipated. So Finances have been kind of tight, so and I don't really have an HD TV, so there's no reason for the upgraded graphics.
Oh, they look
So,
good regardless.
I mean, I'd like to get a PS3. Would be the next one I would pick.
Why?
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Why? Because there's a lot of games I'd rather play on it. I mean, I want to play like Valkyria Chronicles. I'd still like to get Metal Gear Solid 4. And I don't know. I guess maybe there's some nostalgia, like when Final Fantasy 13 comes out. I would still buy it for the PS3,
Yeah,
just
see,
because that's what I played it on when I was, on PS2.
Yeah, I think I'll buy it on PS3 because it was being developed for it first. And after playing Mirror's Edge, which was developed on a PS3, then ported to the 360, and seeing how inferior it was, I'd probably get it for PS3 as well. I prefer to get it for the system that it was developed on.
exactly.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
that's like Burnout Paradise. I got it for PS3, and it's as great as it is, and with how much fun I've had it on 360, having it on PS3, it's a lot better. It's too bad that PSN just sucks.
Yeah, after playing on live with you guys and everything, I definitely can see how PSN needs a lot of work. I mean, I hopped on the home and made my guy and whatnot, but it's just so inferior to Xbox Live.
I uninstalled Home.
Oh,
Did you really?
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I was like, you know what? I'd rather play Second Life.
my brother installed that, and we started playing it. I'm like, what do we do now? He's like, I don't know. Maybe we walk over here, and then we walked over there, and then we walked over there, and that was it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully they'll make it better, but I doubt it.
No, I don't see it unless they really do something drastic about it. So any demos you guys been playing?
I picked up Flower, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what is Flower?
It's another PS3 artsy game. You use your motion controller to go through the levels as like a flower floating around.
And you like pick up other petals and stuff.
You can't lose, basically.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you just go around till you eventually beat it.
Are there any points or anything?
I don't know if there's anything or trophies even. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I'll probably check that out tomorrow, and I'll be able to talk more about it next week. I've just been busy today with a dog eating sub and fries when I'm upstairs puking it back up.
Cool.
Yeah, love it.
I've been playing the Quake 3 or the Quake Live beta thing. I just got invited to that.
How is it?
It's actually really cool. It's kind of intense, and I don't think I'm twitchy enough to be very good at it, but because I die a lot, like a lot.
You sound like
Like a
Church
lot?
on 360 night.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I'll admit it. Yeah. Except for that. Was it COD4 when I actually finally won a round of knife round?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah, I was too. I was like,
Is that the one in Kill House?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was messing around in the beginning. I was climbing the tower.
Well, the round before that, the last round of the night fight, I came in third.
Yeah.
Also, I was like, I need to redeem myself.
Love the knife fights. Those are my favorite parts of Call of Duty 4 nights. Quick, if you don't know, we basically at the last match, we put it on shipment. I don't know if you've played Call of Duty 4.
I only played it for a few minutes, but yeah.
We put it on shipment, which is like the smallest map. And we have everybody from the COD4 night go. I turn off all perks, all air support, and it's knives only. You can't throw grenades, you can't use your gun, you just have to stab the hell out of each other. And I set the score from 150 to 300. So all you see is groups of people. You'll see somebody run in, stab somebody, then they get stabbed, then they get stabbed. It's like a train line. It's horrible, but it's so much fun because people miss and they're like, "Oh crap!"
Oh yeah, because you were complaining yesterday, like, how am I missing church?
Oh, it was horrible. I was doing horrible the other night, which never happens. Usually I'm either first or second, and I was
Is there like a timed animation that you have to time it right?
there's two ways to do it. You either slice or you stab, and the slice is a quicker one because if you stab, you might get like you go forward and you're kind of like stuck in that motion for a little bit longer.
Yeah, that they have that in Team Fortress 2 when you're the spy, and if you go to stab someone and they move while you're starting the animation, you totally miss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hate using the spy though.
Well, that's because no one does it right.
Well, there's a few people. There's
There's a few people.
Yeah, there's a few people that can play the spy really well. Other than that, everyone else just needs to play everything, any other class except for the spy.
I can't stand Team Fortress 2.
Oh, why? Why
It's
not?
way
Why?
too much teamwork. I'm way too much of somebody who just does stuff on their own, and I'm just trying to go around kill people, and I'm like, and it's like, what are you doing? We're losing. Stop doing that. And I'm like, what?
Build
I'm
an
just trying to kill
engineer.
people.
Just be an engineer. Build a torrent, and that's it.
I've tried everything. I can't do it.
Oh, God. Yes, Team Fortress does have teamwork.
In fact, it was Chromosome
Yes,
XX was the one
team
who
and
tried to
team.
get me into it. We got onto the 360 one day and tried it, and after a while, I was just like, I can't play this anymore. I'm sorry.
You play Team Fortress on the PC, right, Craig?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, once I get my new PC, I'll definitely have to join you on that one.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, my clan's got a whole we have our own server and stuff. Last weekend we actually put a mod on where for the weekend where if you die you have a 25% chance of dropping a sentry. So at one point they kept killing themselves. We had like 5 sentries stacked on top of one another.
What?
It was awesome.
Oh, wow. I bet you, yeah, that probably would have been chaos. Just anyone trying to get into that area.
Oh, it was like you'd run after someone, you'd be killing them, and all of a sudden, then a sentry would drop, and you're like, and then you would die. And then your sentry would drop, and then your sentries would fight each other.
Oh, jeez.
It was hilarious.
Wow. That is hilarious. But definitely, we need to exchange Steam names and whatnot and check out your server and whatnot once I get the new PC, so.
Absolutely, anytime.
Just for those who don't know, my PC is about 7 years old.
Jeez.
I'm still running a ATI 9600 XTI.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it used to be able to run Team Fortress 2 no problem, but then recently it just doesn't want to do it no more.
Hey, I think we're all in the PC market. I'm looking to upgrade myself, but to build it, it would cost me about $1,000. So,
Well, parts now are really cheap.
well, I'm going
So-
for the i7,
Oh, okay.
so it's going to cost me at least $600 for the lower, and i7 and the motherboard combo.
Okay, I see.
I just need a new vid card.
No, I got the vid card. I got a 9800 GTX Plus, but
Wow.
it's not running well on my current one. It's taking up so much power. It's just playing Mass Effect is horrible.
Oh, I bet.
But well, let's go into the topic of the week here. We got actually 2 this week. First we'll go into the fact that Amazon has banned sales of the hentai game Rapeplay after some backlash from United Kingdom politicians and media outlets now across the world. Drudge Report even picked it up. I'll do a quick, brief overview of the game Rapeplay and what it's about, since I have played it.
And you're the expert.
Yes.
This is a game where you get caught like, doing some molestation on a train, your character. And a young schoolgirl, probably around 16, 17, turns you in. Well, after you get out, due to some influence from a politician father, you decide to extract revenge. and you start off with the younger daughter in the family who looks like she's like 13, 14. It's a very disturbing game, and then you do this older daughter who turns you in, then you have the mom. But I completely understand here where Amazon made this call. It wasn't even their product; it was a third party seller on their site. And supposedly he's now been banned from the site as well,
Wow.
Oh, that
which I
okay.
think is a little much.
Yeah, that's I mean, ban the game. Just don't ban the user.
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
supposedly he's a big hentai game dealer, so I don't know if he had other games too. But basically, Amazon pulled it. The UK politicians calling it a victory. While this game, it's technically illegal in Japan, but they don't really crack down on it. It's very illegal outside due to the ages it portrays. I mean, having said I've played it, it's the gameplay aspect of it is very interesting how they pull it off. But yeah, that part is definitely very disturbing with the younger girl, especially. But
Now, while you were playing it and stuff, did you feel bad?
yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
Okay.
it's
I'm just making sure.
if if you see the scene and do that interaction, it's very disturbing.
I think what bothers me the most about this whole thing, is once again it's politicians using easy targets to make themselves look good, like they did something about it. When really, Amazon is just covering themselves to make sure that, what's illegal in one country is not being sold there as compared to where it's, legal in someplace else, you
Yeah,
know.
basically, and the fact that media outlets are playing it on the fears of this is a rape simulator, and I'm like I said in the article I wrote on Pwn, if somebody's gonna rape somebody, they're gonna do it without the game. Not the game is not gonna say, "Oh, go rape this person now."
Exactly.
These people are already twisted in the head. They don't need a game to make them any more twisted. It's a game that's out in Japan. These people need to stop freaking out over what it is. I mean, yeah, okay, it's now banned at their stores outside of Japan. I don't know if it's banned inside Japan. I didn't really look into it that much, but I mean, Church, do you have any thoughts on it?
I, I pretty much agree with you guys about the whole thing. And it's the one thing that comes into my mind is like, so let's say someone makes a video game of like, someone like, like let's put in the same scenario. Someone molested a little girl and got out of jail and wanted to seek revenge. And in order to do so, to get back at them, he decides to drive a van and be like, hey, kid, you want to have some candy? What people are gonna ban? Say that people are gonna play this game and once now we're gonna drive vans with candy in their pocket. I mean, that's my only thing. The whole rape simulator. I don't know. It just these politicians these days just needs to find something more important to deal with than something like this. I mean, there's a whole lot more important issues out there to deal with. I mean,
You
that's
think?
all I guess. What's that?
I said
Oh
you
yeah,
think.
yeah. You think?
Um, I
You know,
know
like
that I know as somebody who owns some hentai games, there are some in the states that have some scenes that are would be considered, I guess, rape style.
well,
Not to this extent of how graphic this one is. I mean, it's text and image based for the ones that come out here in the
well,
U.S.
remember the whole Mass Effect deal? Remember
Oh,
that
jeez.
controversy?
Oh, because it showed the side of a boob. They love Oni Chambara then. Holy shit. There's the opening thing. She's in the shower, comes running out, and the only thing not being shown is her nipple. I mean, basically, she's got the towel barely over her, and it's like bouncing around, and the towel's covering up the only part that would make it considered nudity.
Well, it's not just like Mass Effect, but there was also which Grand Theft was it? San Andreas, wasn't it?
With
The
the
whole
hot coffee.
Oh
yeah
yeah,
hot
hot
coffee
coffee.
mod. Yeah, It's like, really? We're gonna talk about this?
Yeah, something that wasn't even meant to be seen by the public that somebody
Yeah.
hacked. I was like,
Yeah.
how do you get sued for that? And how do they win?
And
You
so
hacked
did
into the game.
Yeah, you broke it, and now it's their fault.
well, because apparently the developers should have done a better job hiding the code or getting rid of the code in the first place. Okay. What? No one knew about it until the mod came out.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So yeah, if anybody out there listening has any thoughts on the whole Amazon banning it, I know there's a lot of people who claim that it's just over censorship, and I disagree. But if you have any thoughts, check out the article I wrote and leave your comments there. The next thing and final topic is Midway, makers of Mortal Kombat series, have filed for Chapter 11. It is
That was
official.
well,
Uh,
no surprise there. It was a matter of time.
well, not only that, but I think it's going to be a great move for the company. Honestly,
Yeah.
this is going to protect them from having the people who own the debt that they have, from coming to take apart the company, and then we might lose them to like Chapter 7, where they basically have to liquidate everything. This way, at least they still have a chance to produce games, and those games then could then that make them money that then they could pay back the debt.
Yep.
Um, you know,
Yeah.
DC versus DC versus Mortal Kombat did so well. If they can put a couple more of those out, I mean, who knows what could happen?
Yeah, I don't know how it did so well. That game was awful. I'm saying it. After playing it at VG Expo, Church was there too. That game is awful. It's the same clunky controls that they've always had.
But you know what, though? I mean, yeah, I agree with you. It was the same controls and everything, and so apparently the two guys that was kicking everyone's asses at that table. Apparently, I just come in, play as Liu Kang, and remember all the moves, and I whoop both of them. In the last time I played a Mortal Kombat game was like 7, 8 years ago. So I really don't know how that game did so well. Maybe it was because of the whole comic book fans wanted to play. I want to play my favorite superhero from the DC universe.
But Marvel's better.
I, I agree with you on that one. No, I agree with him on that one. I think the Marvel superheroes are better. They have a better storyline and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Well, Marvel uses the real world. DC uses a fictional world.
Yep.
That's based off the real world. But you have something to say, quick?
Oh, I just
You're like
I don't know.
DC for the win.
Well, it's not so much that. I mean, I like plenty of Marvel properties. I just there's something about I grew up with Superman and Batman, so I don't know. I guess there's always going to be that nostalgia,
Yeah.
as even as bad as Superman Returns actually was.
Yeah, I just think that lately, after seeing the recent Marvel movies like Iron Man, and then seeing like The Dark Knight, Iron Man was a much better movie in my opinion.
I like The Dark Knight and all. It was a really good movie. My only complaint about the movie was just a little too long. I mean, that was about it. I mean, Iron Man is a great film. I can watch that movie over and over again. When they rehash The Incredible Hulk, I actually enjoyed that movie too.
So did I.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It's actually really good. It's really, really
I
good.
need to move it up in my Netflix queue.
It's definitely enjoyable. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna watch it, and just like Iron Man, you're just gonna be like, you know what? I really like this film.
Yeah, my thing with Dark Knight, I didn't like Christian Bale's Batman voice anymore. He sounds like he's on the
What do you
trying to take
mean?
the shit.
Thank you. No, I've been saying it since the Batman Begins. I'm like, why does he sound like he's either taking a dump or he sounds like the devil?
That's him trying to be different. It's like his regular voice and then his Batman voice.
Yeah. Well, it's a bad Batman voice. I'm not a Heath Ledger fan. People in the shout box know that well enough. I've said enough about his overdose and stuff like that. but he put on a great performance as the Joker.
Absolutely.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is fucking ugly as shit.
Thank
She
you.
played a horrible role. Katie Holmes at least looks decent enough. I'm not saying she's a great actress, but she at least looks decent enough.
To play the role, yeah.
And
I think
oh,
Maggie Gyllenhaal is a better actress than Katie Holmes, but they forced her to be Katie Holmes,
yeah.
which is never going to work
And
out.
the reason why I say she's ugly as shit is not just because of who she is. I'm saying for the fact that when they show Christian Bale coming off a helicopter with hot babes on his arm, then he immediately goes for her. You're like, bullshit! Like, she's not even attractive compared to these girls. Why would he drop that for that? At least in, like, even Iron Man. I'm not a fan of old girl Gwyneth Paltrow, but she looked good in that movie.
Yeah, she did.
Maybe Megan Gyllenhaal has a mind, and he didn't want to go with the bimbos. He went with the person who challenges him mentally.
I'm sure there's plenty of actresses out there that they could find that could do that for him.
Yeah, they probably could.
And the whole Two-Face thing at the end could have been saved for another movie. 20 minutes too long. I agree there that it was a lengthy movie. Wow, we're off topic.
You
Well,
think?
yeah, we're completely we're off topic, but
Well, other franchises, we'll just talk about Midway real quick. Other franchises, NBA Ballers, believe was scrapped before this even came. Um, for those who are basketball fans out there, I think this is a good time for them to revitalize Blitz. I don't really like the league too much. I wish they'd come out with the way Blitz used to be.
the
Yeah.
arcade blitz.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
or don't even release it. Same with Ballers. Drop Ballers, bring back NBA Jam. Don't
Yes.
release it,
Yeah.
but don't release it as these $60 games. You've got PSN now. You've got Xbox Live.
Use
Release
those,
these
yeah.
arcade titles as a $10 to $15 game. I mean, it's a good chance for them to say, okay, maybe we need to switch focus at what we're doing.
I don't think there'd be anything wrong with that. I'm just not sure that they mentally would want to do that. They'd feel like a second tier company. I think that's maybe a good route for them. But
Well, with the fact that EA just did NHL 3 versus 3 on Xbox Live and PSN, it shows that companies are starting to say, hey, we can release more arcadey style sports games. And it would be
And to be-
perfect for NBA Jam and Blitz that way.
hmm
I'd pick it
And-
up because I'd be playing against any of my friends who have the game online, and I think it would be a blast.
No, more companies need to release like some of the more arcade type games, because you go to the arcades now and it's just pretty much the games that we used to play 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
I go to the Dave and Buster's that's around here. I look around. There's no new arcade games, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna probably hop a flight over to Japan. At least they have some updated games over there.
Yeah, Japan's where all the arcades happen, unfortunately, but it's the problem with Japan doesn't mind putting money into an arcade machine. Here, it's just something about the economy and the people we have here see as 50 cents to $1 a game is too much money. When it really isn't.
No.
Compared to how much you spend on a $60 game. But this way, you at least get to play the games. You get to learn the games before they had the console. But people just kind of lost that. They lost the emotional aspect of being able to go to an arcade, step up to a thing, and just start playing. The one thing I like about Japan is when they have fighting game systems, they're back to back. You're not fighting while the person's standing next to you. So it allows for, if let's say I get my ass whooped or the person I'm playing against, there's no shame there. They just get up and go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, next.
Well, and I think the thing is that at least here, the arcades are places where you would go to get a quote unquote a challenge against a stranger.
Yeah.
And now, on Xbox Live, you could just sit there and get matched up with people.
Yeah.
So if people are going to do that, they would rather do it from their own homes than go out and look for it.
Yeah, it's sad, but I also know the electricity thing. I know a lot of places couldn't keep it running on 50 cents a game. It uses up a lot of money.
Yeah, it does.
So, but I don't know if you guys have read the book. You guys might want to check it out. It's called Arcade Mania.
No, I haven't read the book yet.
At all. He's never read a book.
I never read a book. No, it's all been online. No, I'm joking. No, no, I haven't read the book yet.
No, I haven't read it.
Ah. Well, it's written by Brian Ashcraft over at Kotaku,
Hmm.
and it's a really good book. I still need to get the review up on Pwned of the book. I finished it about a month ago. I just been so busy.
Nice.
But I'm definitely going to get that up there so people can understand. It's a book about all the Japanese arcades. It varies from fighting to the bullet hell shooters to rhythm games to even the girls who spend their times in picture booths. I mean,
Nice.
and the girl that they profile is freaking hot. Oh yeah, it was almost like I got to go over there just to see these girls. Oof. Japan, I'm coming.
We still trying to go this year?
Uh, we'll see. I was
Gotta
talking
go to
to
E3 first.
Andy, and well, the problem is how much it costs, and we got to see if Pwn has the money.
Okay.
Because I know with me buying a house, I definitely won't have the money myself.
So what would you be going over there for? Tokyo Game Show?
Yeah. Right now, I know we're going E3, Comic Con. I'll probably be doing myself because it's not technically a video game related event. And then PAX and Otakon, the anime convention here in Baltimore. So if anybody's listening who's going to that, let me know. I'll definitely
I'll
be
pu-
there.
I'll probably be I'll probably join you on that one.
Sweet. I'm gonna try to get press passes.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Along with my friend Kevin, who's in case you guys haven't noticed, another one of the new writers on the site is Ward Cohen.
Mhm.
Um,
I've seen.
he's my friend Kevin from here in Baltimore area. He went to UMBC, so
Nepotism.
hey, if I bring in people I can trust.
That's a good point. Hey, we are, our posts per day have gone up in the news section, so that's a good thing.
I know, and you're gonna see the list of people start going down that are writers. All the people that are inactive are gonna start being taken off. I now have the power to do so. But I got to
Nice.
contact them all first and just say, "Hey, you writing?"
You're gone.
Nah, I'm contacting them to ask them. I'm not just gonna be like, "Bam," because I want to make sure that they're definitely gone before I take them off. And I also want to send them new guidelines, which I'll be sending out to all the writers of mine that are listening. I'll be sending out the guidelines this week. I just got to send them to Hades, who is my managing editor.
Wow.
He is.
Hi Hades.
Yeah, he is now. Well, he was head writer before, so he's still my second in command. But we've now given him a promotion. So
Aw. Now, Hades is great. Anytime I've ever had a question, he's always there to answer it for me. So he's great. Love him.
yeah, trust me, he helps me out too. Um, so he'll be at E3 as well. So anybody going out to E3 can see him, Andy, myself, Quig if he gets out there.
Hoot.
Church, are you going to be out there at that time?
I'll probably be out there, but there's no way for me to get inside E3. So I'll put you in the area, but just let me know when you guys get out so we can go out to dinner, drink, whatever. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, so hopefully I know I'll be crashing with Andy at his place. Um, him and Jamie.
I know Jeff Threat is going to be going to the San Diego Comic Con, so I'm going to be meeting him out there.
Yeah, I'll be
I'm
going.
gonna I'll try my best to go out to Otakon. I'm actually gonna. Unfortunately, I know you don't like it, but I'm actually gonna try to cosplay for the Otakon. So
You're not staying with me at my house if you're cosplaying. I'll tell you right now. Unless it's a
Huh.
female cosplaying in my bed, there's no cosplaying going on in my house.
What are you going to be, Church?
um, You know what? I'll keep it a surprise until next week.
All right.
I so.
That just means you don't know what you're doing yet.
Oh no, I know what I'm doing. I just need to contact the a couple people first, and then see what their plans are doing and whatnot, and
Mew
I'll let
wants
you guys
me to
know.
cosplay, and I said no, hell no.
I know Mew's gonna be cosplaying at Otakon, so
Yeah, like a different thing every day.
probably I wouldn't doubt that.
That's
Good
gonna
for
be
her.
Hey, girls cosplaying is fine by me. It's just some of the dudes out there wearing Sailor Moon outfits that,
Disturbing.
yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh well. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna offend anybody at this point. I'm not gonna pull an Olivia Munn. Um,
I'm sure we've offended enough people by this point.
I'm sure I do that every show. I can just
At
say
least-
hentai, and I'm already offending half the listeners.
He plays hentai? What? He also watches hentai too, folks. So
No, I don't.
don't be surprised. No, no.
I was like, no, I only play the games. Damn it!
Yeah.
I have standards.
That's like saying you read Playboy for the articles.
I do.
Mhm.
There aren't that bad of articles in there.
No, they're really actually very good, but to say that was the only reason you're getting it.
Speaking
Oh.
of Playboy, and the fact that I brought up Oni-chan earlier and discussed it, D3 sent Playboy nude photos of Aya from Oni-chan for the website, for Playboy
Really?
website. Yes, I thought that was very interesting.
That is very
Wow.
interesting.
And then Playboy gave the game like a 65%. Like that's fucked up.
Uh,
I should have my review on that game up by next weekend, hopefully.
mhm.
And I can tell you, I'll probably be higher than most of the other sites.
Big surprise.
Probably. Yeah.
Money hat.
Like, no, like my thing is, I don't look at every game as it needs to be this great artistic storyline and graphics. Sometimes it's fun to just sit down with a game that doesn't take itself that seriously and does what gaming is supposed to do sometimes.
Absolutely, especially if you say that in your, in the review that, more than anything else, you're going to sit down, you're going to love playing this game because it's fun.
Yeah, that's why I said I think my review is going to be higher than most. So look to that, seeing that this week. It should be up by hopefully next weekend. I'm going to try with work and all that.
Nice.
Everything else going on around the site. So,
So
well,
what game are you guys looking forward to most? Upcoming.
Star Ocean.
Upcoming year or upcoming week?
Oh, how about the next 30 days?
Star
So
Ocean
month.
4.
Tuesday Street Fighter 4, but no, yeah, I'll go with Star Ocean.
All right, very good. I'm looking forward to Mad World.
Nice. That's the Frank Miller style Wii game.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
You hope.
I hope.
It's still the Wii, and you always have to hope.
Well, I think Sega's really trying to put a good foot forward, and I think people need to embrace that, and we'll give it a shot, and hopefully it'll be good.
I think they're trying to put a good foot forward because if Sony keeps failing with this PS3, they're going to try to come out with another console.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Dreamcast 2.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Developed by the Sonic team.
Okay, look, I like the Dreamcast. The
I love the
Saturn
Dream-
was full of fail in America. The Dreamcast was full of fail in America.
Mainly
But-
because they didn't have any titles coming off for it.
Because they don't bring over titles from Japan enough. Sometimes I would like to say that some of these companies rely too much on the American companies to bring out some of these games. Instead of saying, hey, this is a great title from Japan, let's bring it over like Atlas does. Atlas is the reason why the PS2 is still selling.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Persona 4 just came out, Atlas is bringing out the next game, what's it called? Devil Summoner 2. I mean, they're not giving up on the PS2. A lot of these RPG companies aren't.
I want to get Persona 4.
My friends my friend has been playing it and he can't put it down. He keeps telling me to put everything else down and play it, but I'm like, dude, it's 100 hours. I have
Oh,
other
really?
games to play. I know if I put it in, I'm not going to stop and I'll be
Wait,
neglecting
what's this?
everything.
Which system is Persona 4 is for? Just PS2?
Just PS2.
Oh, damn.
If you have a backwards compatible PS3, you should be fine,
I don't think so, but
which I do.
the PS3 that I have right now is solely my brother's,
Uh,
but I mainly use it, but I need to pick up my own PS3 though, so. Oh, there's another game that I'm looking forward to is Killzone 2.
Oh,
yeah, I'm still deciding if I pre-order that. I have a $25 gift card for GameStop. It's either Killzone 2 or Street Fighter 4. I don't know which.
Killzone.
Yeah, we'll see. Because everybody's already asking about PS3 Killzone 2 nights.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Mm-hmm.
We need more PC nights.
I thought they were coming this month. I don't know what the heck is going on with Clover and Andy.
Clover and a PC night soon. Come on, I'll be on the ball on that one. Come on, let's go. Let's get the ball rolling.
Until I get my new PC built, I can't really do anything there. My PC wouldn't be able to handle it.
Hopefully, I'll have my PC either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah. Once I finally decide I have the money to go forward and purchase everything I need, because I already have the graphics card, so I don't need that. And so once I get everything else, I'll be able to host the PC nights because I'll be buying the full Valve pack anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm very against digital downloads if it's over $15, but $100 for 22 games, that's less than $5 a game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And you just can't beat it, especially with Left 4 Dead. The new content is got announced to be free.
It's
how
actually
can you
free
beat
on
that?
360 though too,
Yeah, exactly.
which is awesome.
I mean, they basically just guaranteed themselves, thousands upon thousands of people who are going to be loyal to them forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, before
You know my
we
take on Left 4
go,
Dead.
there are some things I want to ask Quig because you really haven't been. Hold on a second. You really haven't been interviewed per se.
Mhm.
Sorry, my dog's barking.
That's all right. I figured you were already going to tell me I'm fired.
No. So I wanted to ask some questions like, okay, little background, like where'd you grow up? I know you said you moved from Chicago to Cincinnati. Did you originally grow up in Chicago?
Yeah. No, I really grew up on the southwest side in Oak Lawn. Basically, my parents bought me an Atari when I was born, for me. So I grew up on the Atari 2600. Adventure's still one of my favorite games. I mean, granted, you're a square.
Yeah.
Killing dragons that basically look like ducks. It was all about graphics then. But stayed there for a while. I went to school in Milwaukee for college, and that's where I really got into PC gaming. Got stuck into an MMO called Puzzle Pirates. If anyone's ever played that. That sucked about 3 or 4 years of my life away. Play that basically, come home, grab food, and then I'd play that till I went to bed. That's real addiction. Church,
Wait,
you know
which
what I
game?
mean.
Which game?
Puzzle Pirates?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know about the addiction to like playing a game until like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, go to bed for like 3 hours, get up and go to work.
Yes, exactly. And through that actually is how I met my girlfriend. So
Nice.
internet relationships can work. I mean, they are work.
I was gonna ask if she was a gamer, so I guess she is.
Yes, no, she games. She likes more puzzly games, or she'll play like Rock Band 2. But she'll play every once in a while. So, I mean, now she's studying so much she doesn't have time for that. But really, I mean, I played a lot of PC games growing up. I didn't really have consoles. My mom and dad thought it would quote unquote rot my brain.
What was your favorite game growing up?
Probably Civilization. I put in years into that game. It was so much fun. That and like Master of Magic, the original SimCity.
Wow.
Yeah. So
All the
games that take
I
time.
Nice.
All the games I stay away from. Mine was like
Hey, I-
Super 3D, Shadow Warrior, Doom, all the original first-person shooters. Back when I used to be a good first-person shooter player on the PC.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. I had Wolfenstein on my old 486 DX.
God, when like the processor would go on, I forgot how much mine was. I think it was like, I forgot what processor I had. It was like the old Pentium 1.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gaming on my old 386 IBM PS2 386.
Yeah.
Back when it was old.
Did you have Windows 3.1?
Yeah, of course. All the games were run through DOS.
Yes, exactly.
I remember going on BBSs and playing Legend of the Red Dragon. LORD.
Oh,
So
yeah.
much fun. It was all text based.
Yeah. Mud.
Yep. I actually used to play some Mud and Mux back then, but kind of got out of it and moved on to the graphics.
You said I got out of it, and then I realized that there were girls.
Yeah. As I'm sitting here at almost 30 and still single. No, obviously not. But now, what about are there any games besides Mad World like that you want to see in 2009 hit?
Just just for its own sake, I think the Wii. I'd like to see like Mario Galaxy 2 come out or something from Nintendo because 2008 was a bad year for Nintendo as far as, I mean, good year as far as sales wise, but for a guy who actually wants more hardcore games,
Mhm.
it was no good for you. I mean, considering their hardcore game for the year was Smash Brothers at the beginning of the year, and then Animal Crossing, like that's hardcore. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything, Fred. I know you like to play it, but
Which
oh, vulgar the clown. He's like, yeah, don't you have Animal Crossing? I'm like, yeah, no, no, I don't.
oh, Fred.
Um, but that would be really what I would look for is something like that. I mean, I'd love a new Zelda though. That'd be the best.
What's
Actually, you know what though?
Zelda does not suck. Zelda just needs a reboot.
Zelda hasn't been good since Super Nintendo.
God,
I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for that one just because I know everybody's on Ocarina's nuts, and I thought it was horrible.
Oh, you're killing me. You're just absolutely killing me.
Ocarina of Time or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
pissed off
fantastic.
Chromosome once. She was at my house hanging out, and I picked up this copy of Ocarina I had, and I punted it.
Oh,
And she's like, "How could you do that?" And I was like, "It sucks."
oh no way.
I still don't know what happened to it. Oh, I think I sold it on Amazon. Somebody got a punted copy from me.
Did you put that in the description?
No.
Oh wow.
So, Quig, also, what is one of your like favorite parts of Pwn?
I really love the shout box. I don't think it's it's new to anyone that I don't particularly like my job, but being in the shout box during the day helps me pass the time. It really does.
Yeah.
We really have some great people on the site. I think, there's really not much more to say. I mean, they're really good people. People that you can actually talk to if you have a problem, or just need someone to just sort of hang out with.
I think here's the funny thing though. When Mike or G Nitro first told me about Pwn, right? Like I first came onto the shop box. It's just like it was just instant family unification. It was just like everyone is like willing to help each other or whatnot. Of course, there's gonna be fights here and there. Just drama.
Yes,
Drama
there's
like
not
everywhere.
without its drama.
But it's just. But everyone is still there to help each other out, no matter what the issue is. You're having a really bad day or whatnot, and you're not going to be like a certain someone that goes in there and be like, like every day. But you know, you
Hey,
gently have a
we don't need to
you.
call anybody out. I'm sure they'll know who
I'm
we're talking about.
okay, but no, no, I'm you know, but if you generally have a problem, you know, people are there to listen to you and help you solve it. So you know, that's the one thing I like about the shout box. I mean, of course, there's the AV chat room right now, but you know, it just doesn't feel the same like the shout box though.
Because it's utter chaos. It's like it's so like everybody's going crazy. People are on their freaking webcams. People are drawing pictures. People are posting pictures. I was like, after about 10 minutes, I was like, "Holy crap, my head is killing me."
I had to turn the sound off. You kidding me? Sorry,
Uh,
Jamie. I love the J box. I really do, but
But the G
I find
spot's
myself.
better.
I refuse to call it that.
Why?
It just sounds wrong.
Why? My G
I don't
spot
want
is
to.
very welcoming.
That's it. I'm talking to HR. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Fire a complaint.
Yeah.
Hey, my G spot is always occupied.
Oh God.
See?
No,
I'm talking
no,
about the shout box. What are you perverts talking about?
no, Quig. See, Quig. This is the one thing about Mike. You have to get used to comments like that.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm horrible. I really am.
No, the J-Box can get a bit chaotic. You know, I think a lot of people need to kind of get over the initial excitement and stuff. And people really, if you have speakers and you have a mic, figure out that there's a button you can press or do something to not have us echo through it. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be like Andy when he's on his Mac. Ugh, the staff meetings are horrible. You can hear us start echoing, so I'll be like, echo, echo, echo. And he's like, stop it.
I actually lose my train of thought because I actually start listening to myself.
Yeah, that would definitely get annoying.
Uh,
So, all right. I think you guys had a good first show.
yeah,
I sure hope so.
Definitely
had fun.
enjoyed it. Next week, hopefully, I'm trying to work out Andy and Roy coming on at some point in the next couple weeks. Still need to get them on here so they can discuss the new layout that happened over a month ago, home points now being redeemed. I just want them to give their take on it and also what they might have in store for the site
Nice.
this
Very
next
nice.
year. So, gonna talk to them, see when we can get it hooked up, just so everybody knows they'll be coming soon. For those who don't know, you can also check me out on Gametopia's podcast. Normally
Shameless
every
plug.
week. Shameless plug. Hey, I'm on there. Next week, hopefully I'll be on Average Joe Gamer's podcast as well. Another member of the site is part of that podcast, so he invited me on. Hope to get them on here as well in the future, as well as starting to get these member interviews or guest hosts back in gear, depending on how we can manage it.
Yeah.
So,
And definitely hit us up on the forums, and I know we have a Twitter as well.
yes, go to twitter.com/total meltdown, pwn.com/total meltdown, and go into the forums and check out the Total Meltdown section. Please leave us comments. Ask us some questions. We will answer them, like I said earlier, on air. Don't hold back. Don't do anything too offensive. I mean, Mew has already asked the most, I'd say, personal question. That was if Mo's boobs were real and how I was in bed. If anybody listens to that episode, you know the answer. to
That was a fantastic episode.
Yeah.
Was it that the same episode that you guys had interviewing me, or was that the next week?
I don't remember. I think it was the one that was you. I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
think so.
I'd have to go back. It sounds like I make it sound like I've done so many episodes, but this is only 17.
Yeah, we started at 17.
Nice.
So we thank
And
everybody
also-
for tuning in. What's up?
Oh no, I was about to say you also want if you want Mike to try something from your neck of the woods, make sure you send some to him.
Yeah. don't forget, send me a PM. Send at least 3 of each item if you do send it, so I can ship one back out to Quig or Church, and we'll all try it on air.
Yay.
Hey, I got this idea from the One Up guys because they were getting liquor in.
Yeah, good
Various
point.
people, so
That's an excellent point.
I think it's cool if it's more interaction with our listeners.
Absolutely.
So we
But
thank
yeah,
y'all
no.
for tuning in. Thank Quig and Church for joining on as co-hosts.
Awesome. I'm ready for next week already.
Woo woo. Yep, I'm ready for next week too.
All right,
I'll probably have a more detailed description of Fear 2 by next week once I get my fear over the little girl. So
Yeah.
all right, just check your closet tonight before you go to bed.
oh, there's a good thing my room doesn't have a closet. So
Just don't look out the window. All right. Thank y'all for listening, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
peace.